Hi, I'm Deb Helfrich, #RedheadedSheHulk, and I'm also the founder of #Wellbeing Philosophy. I've been homeless in Pittsburgh at my alma mater, Carnegie Mellon, for 5 months. I have a BA in philosophy from 1991, and I spent 2 decades as a software consultant. The missing decade of my 40s, well, I suffered a toxic mold exposure. Ultimately ended up losing well over 80% of my ability to walk and talk. Soon as I got better, the pandemic occurred, locking me in for another set of years. I took my last stimulus check and I drove from Seattle to Pittsburgh, only to discover there's nobody home. At a university that's taken on the motto from our founder, Andrew Carnegie, my heart is in the work, I found no humans of adult age working with their heart open, working with a flexible brain, able to dive into a sincere and neuro-complex email or phone message. It makes no sense to me that somebody who has so much to offer can't even get a conversation to happen. All I've received is people looking for the quickest way to move me out of their inbox. All I get is links. I'm neuro-complex. If it was on the internet, I'd have already figured out. But what I'm trying to build is completely new. It's about stand-up philosophy, talking about how we talk about being human. Because in my process, in my independent research, in my self-experimentation on how to stay alive from a toxic mold exposure, I've created a brand new definition of chronic disease, mental illness, neurodivergency. And overall, I've challenged the failing paradigms of a civilization that's on the point of total collapsing. I see nothing but white numbness. I see nothing but privilege going, there's all this stuff we can buy. Now, the decade that I spent creating my own Walden off the mainland of the US of hypocrisy, in the vicinity of the Salish Sea, the Puget Sound region northwest of Seattle, I had the opportunity to breathe salty air, to move away from constant construction and pollution and notifications and toxic fumes and smells, petrochemical smells, and the baseline state of our environment in any city across this nation is so toxic and so overwhelming. We are going to start having an epidemic of people simply unable to function. Now, I'm the redhead in the coal mine. I know why this happens. I know how to start talking about stopping it. And I know about the difficult changes we are going to have to make to stop us from self-extincting our species in 30 years or less. I'm a philosopher. I make an argument at the worst case so we can start thinking about a plan for it. We are in a truly pivotal point in the hopefully history of our species. Hopefully we get past this stage. But here's the thing, we can't just say, I hope so. You've got to do something. I'm willing to do something. Whether you can, that's your own conscience talking. But what I don't understand is why other people are constantly stopping me from doing what it is that I need to do. And that's why I'm looking for your help. I'm looking to be featured on blog posts, in all media across Pittsburgh, any media about neurodivergency, about reverse aging, about midlife career changes, all of these kinds of things. I am ready to talk, just like this, improv, to any group, on any topic, and offer real, true, profound ways of altering what's going on in this world via the skills of philosophy. I call my proprietary way of thinking life-centric thinking. And it basically says the world is built to manage stuff. And as soon as we build a world that's life-centric, where life force is the most precious commodity on earth, we'll solve all these problems when we learn how to think in clear, anti-racist, life-centric ways about human energy, potential, and well-being. We need this work to become a necessary global public good so that we can unite as one species all across the globe, having every adult in every nook and cranny, in every niche of work, thinking about the global greatest good as a collective, as an interconnected species on this planetary body that truly needs us to understand that we are the pinnacle of evolution and we've evolved our fancy brains in order to become perfect stewards of life on earth. It's a process, it's an evolution. We can honor the past. We don't need to get so angry at the past that we can't move forward. Many people did not do the best they could, and many people did. But now we must do the best we can with the tools of the internet, the ability to talk to any human across the globe and understand ABCs of well-being philosophy. Start with anti-racism. Then we learn about bioelectricity. This tells us everything we need to know about being human that we haven't sorted out yet. And there's a lot we haven't. And then C, clarity to consciousness. What is human consciousness? This is not just a necessary question. It informs precisely how we need to know so we can treat each other as equals, so we can stop with all the hierarchies, so that we can end dehumanization. Reach out to me. I will give you a rare interview, a rare focus on somebody who's taken the pandemic and all of the challenges and is using them to evolve not just her life, but the life of everyone across every nook and cranny of planet Earth, all 7.8 billion of us. It is a philosopher's job to think universally. And I'm the wise feminine. She's Socrates of the 2020s. So she's Sherlock of human energy, potential, well-being, and the she Einstein of consciousness, using E = mc squared to give us an easy pivot to talk about the hard problem of consciousness. Harmony. Reach to me at Deb Helfrich at Gmail. debhelfrich.squarespace.com. That is DEBHELFRICH at gmail.squarespace.com. Harmony.